y'all? It's your main man, Jay Sands, Sensei on Sports, season number 3. You know what I'm saying? We're back with episode 60. And check it out. I was trying to find a famous number 60 for this episode, Sensei. You know, I was like, who do we got? You know what I mean?
No, that's a hard one.
Yo, it was a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, Chuck Bagnierick or some crazy like that from the 1960s.
I was about to say he got the leather helmet.
yeah. So that's what this episode is about. The dude who I don't know nothing about from the Browns, that was number 60, man. But anyway, man, how you doing, Sensei?
I'm good, man. Got my little rest on. Had a nice little album week. Me and Jake Palumbo.
Yeah.
Doing good so far. Came out Friday. Solve My Cases is the name of the album, and I just had to rest up yesterday. I had to remember my age.
Yeah, bro, I just got reminded of my high school friend today. Remember your age. You're not a young buck no more. You know what I mean? So that's what's up, man. Well, hey, this episode is a very special episode because, I got my cousin Shanice, and I'm like, hey, Sean, I've been asking you, and thank you so much.
I know, I'm sorry. It took forever for us to figure it out.
Hey, look, it happens when it's supposed to happen at the right time. And today is the right time. So how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad to be on your show, and I'm doing really good. The family's good out here in Cali, and my kids are growing up, and my daughter just turned 20, which is unbelievable. My son is 17. They're both like into music and writing songs and recording songs. My daughter just put out a single. She did a remake of Aaliyah's version of At Your Best. And Flex is good. We're good. We're healthy, thank God.
That's what's important.
I tell you what, usually I ask for a bio, but you kind of did the bio there, so everybody and people know who Shanice is, so we don't got to do the bio part. But I do want to ask you your favorite football team. Who do you like?
I gotta say Steelers.
So you still
I'm a Steelers fan.
Okay.
And Marvell Smith is a good friend of mine. He used to play for the Steelers, so I also had a really good friend of mine play for the Steelers as well. So I'm from Pittsburgh. I gotta say Steelers for sure.
Yeah. What about who? Who do you like in the NBA?
I love the Warriors. So my son got me into the Warriors.
Okay.
So Steph Curry is like definitely one of my favorites. Okay. And then I love LeBron James. He's for the Lakers. So I have a few favorites in the NBA.
Gotcha. Do you do any baseball?
No, I haven't really watched much baseball.
Yeah.
I've only been to a baseball game one time in person.
It's better to go to the game than to watch on TV.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm not really a big on baseball, but I do love basketball and football for sure.
And what team did you go see at that baseball game? Was it the Dodgers or the Pirates?
I was in Atlanta. Was it Braves?
Yeah, the Braves. You had to sing the national anthem before a baseball game before, I'm sure.
I think, I've sang the national anthem. I can't remember which team it was, but I did do the national anthem for a baseball team. But I've done the national anthem several times for the Lakers and for the Clippers, out here in LA. And I've done a couple of fights and national anthem at a couple of fights. And
I think I saw one of the fights where you did that. Actually, I do. My memories.
I did a hockey game. I sang the national anthem at a hockey game years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
What game?
I can't remember the name. Is it the? You know what? Don't give me the line.
Okay, no line on Sensei on Sports. We ain't gonna.
Are they called the Ducks?
And Ducks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. What was your best experience out of doing all of those? Which one did you like the best doing out of all of those sports you did for singing the anthem?
I did the national anthem one time. It wasn't televised, but Michael Jordan has a golf tournament that it was huge. He would do it every year. And my husband would play in the tournament, and then they would have like a celebrity baseball game and so many fun things. And I remember singing the national anthem for his celebrity baseball game. And I think that was like my favorite because afterwards, like Michael Jordan gave me a high five, and like some of the athletes were just like, you know, supportive, and that was actually a fun time. And then when I did the note at the end, they had fireworks, and it was actually cool. So I think that was my favorite.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, I want to talk to you a second about something that you're very skilled in. It's called singing. When you sing, like honestly, when I think of singing, I think of when I was a little kid. You probably remember this. We'll be over Vicky's house, and then y'all all would be singing. And I'm like, what? I've never seen anything like it because you know, my dad, and you know, my dad really wasn't into all that singing type, you know, on the north side, we weren't really into that. But then when we would come to Wilkinsburg, my Wilkinsburg family, yo, we'd be like, we're going to McDonald's.
There's always music.
Yo, they'd be like, ooh, we're going to McDonald's. Ooh. I'm like, it's like, yeah. So when I just started kicking it with my Wilkinsburg family, I just started like, you know, just seeing like talent, like my stepbrothers, Monty and Man, they wouldn't let me leave unless I could break dance or kick a freestyle. You know, I'm, you know, early in life. Yeah, and I wasn't, but so yeah, the singing. How important is, or how can I put it? How much do you love singing?
You know what? You know what? My mom and my aunt, they had a singing group back in the day. And when I was 3 years old, my mom put me on stage for the first time. And I fell in love with, you know, singing like from that day on. Actually, when I was 7 months, I sang my first melody, and I couldn't talk. But my mom we literally to this day have it on cassette.
Yeah.
I sang Tell Me Something Good by Shaka Khan, Benny and the Jets by Elton John, and Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang. And I had the melody down packed but couldn't talk, and I was only 7 months. Wow. My mom pulled out the tape recorder, she recorded me, and she said what year it was, the time. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And so my entire life, you know, I've always loved music. My mom sang the whole 9 months while she was pregnant. She was, you know, her and her group was doing shows all over town and stuff. And my dad plays guitar, so he would play guitar to her stomach. And, you know, I just literally came out singing. So I've always known as a baby that I wanted to be a singer. And then everybody in the family sings. So I grew up around music.
In your genes, all in your genes.
Sensei, you ain't seen nothing like it, bro.
I can imagine what it looks like on Thanksgiving.
Huh?
I can imagine what it's like on Thanksgiving or around the holidays.
Yeah, and then now we got my husband singing. So we taught Lex how to harmonize.
Okay.
So we'll put on like the emotions, and I'll say, okay, Lex, here's your note. And then my mom will say, there's your note, and here's my note. And then we literally taught him how to harmonize. At first, he did not know how to stay on his note. And now when we harmonize, he knows how to hold his note. Like he knows how to. So I feel like singing can be taught. A lot of people are born with the gift, but I feel like some people can be taught.
So Flex has an album, R&B album coming out? That's what, because I want to make
it. He makes jokes. He said he would love to do a gospel album called Off Key for Jesus.
Yeah.
Because he still thinks he's off key, but I think he has a great voice. Well, I think so.
Well, check it out.
But no, he's not making an album.
All you gotta do is say Little Duval. Little Duval put that song out with Snoop, and
right.
Yeah. So, hey, it can happen. Yeah. It definitely can happen.
Yeah, it can. Yeah.
Sensei, we haven't done the top 5 list in a while, but knowing Shanice's history, this is one that I want to ask you, and I want to get your top 5 Jackson families. I couldn't just ask you about one Jackson. I couldn't ask you about Janet. I couldn't ask you about Michael. I had to ask you about their whole family, from the Thriller album to the Jackson 5 to everything. Your top 5 Jackson family songs ever from that family. It could be those greatest hits. You tell me.
That's so hard because they have so many.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. The Jackson. the Jackson family. I mean, definitely Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. One of my favorite albums. Thriller. I love Got to Be There by the Jackson 5. Yep. How many is that? 3? Look, I can go on and on.
You haven't said anything about Janet. I know Janet.
No, I was going there. That's what I was about to go to Janet. So I love That's the Way Love Goes by Janet. And I gotta mention Rebeat. I would say Centipede.
There we go.
No doubt.
Let's go.
There we go. Well, that's the 5.
Oh, but there's so many. Right? There's more too.
Yeah.
Are you playing the songs now?
No. Cut. That sound that you heard right there means that, because we do the show in quarters, like a football game. So that was the first quarter. But please continue. But no, I was letting you know that was the end of the first quarter. So we're out the first quarter going into the second quarter.
I love Jermaine Jackson too. He had a song called Let's Get Serious.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I had to throw Jermaine in there as well. So I'm done.
My favorite Jermaine joint is Don't Take It Personal, actually. So
I like that too.
I thought you were gonna say that one.
Oh yeah, I love that. So that's why I said this is actually to say five things, like 5 songs
from that whole family. That's crazy.
Now, Dan, you're gonna say Victory album. You're gonna say Can You Feel It and all that. So
Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
That's one of my favorites too. I can go on for hours and name like Jackson songs. Like,
Can You Feel It was the jam, yo.
Yeah.
Fat Boys and the Jacksons, for real.
Yes.
You had a little point game going on.
So, cuz, we're gonna start the second quarter off, and I wanted to ask you about something, because when I was in school in Ohio, one thing my dad used to call me and tell me, because you guys used to work out together, and he used to tell me, boy, that Shanice can work out. Shanice works out. She works out. So it was like, I know for a long time that when it comes to like getting it in the gym, you're like a maniac. You get down in the gym. Do you still get down like that in the gym with your workout?
Yeah, I just started like really going hard, during COVID. Okay. I put on some weight. But yeah, back in the day, like I used to run. I used to do a lot of cardio. I love boxing. Like when I had my daughter, I gained 60 pounds. And I literally lost it all, like instantly by boxing. I would box an hour and a half in the morning, and I'd box an hour and a half at night. And I lost weight that way. Now I'm doing kickboxing in the morning, and I have a weightlifting class that I do, and it's all on Zoom. So I go in my garage, and I have like weights in my garage, and I have a treadmill. So I try to do like the treadmill. I try to run. I do kickboxing, and then my mom and we do water aerobics. Okay. And I've noticed, I know water aerobics, because at first I used to laugh at water aerobics, like, I'm sure that doesn't work. But I lose a lot of weight when I do water aerobics for some reason. I lose fast when I do that. So I'm in the process of losing weight right now.
Me too, and I'm doing a bad job at it. I'm doing a horrible job at it. Yeah, but always, like I said, when it comes to working out, because my relationship is based off me knowing you through my dad, right? So yes. So it's like when I think of that, I always think about how he just used to always talk about how you went in the gym and went nuts.
Yes. Yeah. I try. I'm not as I don't know, I've kind of fallen off a little bit. I'm trying to get back to where I used to be, like as far as like being consistent, and I'm not as consistent as I used to be, so I'm working. I'm trying. It's a struggle.
It's a struggle.
I'm trying.
Struggle. Well, check this out. Let's go to this real quick. You were on TV. I mean, you were on TV. You were on TV since TV began. You've been on TV, you know what I mean? But you were on TV like with your family, right? You had the reality show, and that was great to see, because I Ronnie was in it, you know what I mean? Your mom and everybody. So how was that experience, like, having the cameras around you all the time?
It was fun. Like, actually, doing the reality show was my idea. Because first of all, I'm a big fan of reality TV, and in 2007, I created a vision board, and I wrote a check, and I put reality show on the check, and then I asked Flex. I said, Flex, can we do a reality show? And he was like, no. He said, because as an actor, he said people are not going to take me serious. He felt like people would take him seriously more as an actor. And he told me no. So then we went through some hard times in our, our finances, and we pretty much lost everything back then. And so Flex said, I feel like we have a story to tell now. And he said, I think I'm ready to do a reality show. So the family moved in with us, helped us out, so that we can get back on our feet. And so it wasn't like, as far as like us all living together, that was all true. It wasn't like made up for TV. We all did live together, and I loved it. The kids loved it. I couldn't believe, like, once the cameras came into the house, I couldn't believe how natural everybody was in front of the camera. Because because sometimes people get a little shy or can't be themselves, and there's like a camera in their face. But everyone was so great to me, I think, on the show.
And I ain't gonna lie, I watched a few episodes, and the thing I can say I liked about it, it wasn't like I won't say traditional reality show, but I can see the honesty and everything that y'all was doing. It wasn't fake. I can see that, it wasn't like everybody all in your business type show. I mean, you let everything out there as far as what needed to be known. But it also, I like the fact that it was truthfulness in everything that y'all was doing. Everybody that was in the house, and like you said, it didn't, like everybody was afraid because what you were doing was being honest about your life. Yeah.
And I know a lot of times they're like, well, where's the drama? And, a lot of times they want you to fight and this and that. But we really and truthfully, it was 8 of us living in the same house, and we pretty much got along, like, for the most part. Like, we got along.
And Ed was living with y'all too, right?
Yep. Cousin
Ed. Oh, Ed, Sensei, right?
Say again?
I'm Sensei. You know who Ed is?
No.
Cousin Ed.
Grapevine from Trends of Culture.
Yes.
Whoa.
From Trends of Culture.
Big man?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't see him on That's Your Cousin?
Yeah.
That's Lex's first cousin.
Trends of Culture is like,
here it is, baby boy.
I don't know if you know this, but your cousin is I won't say kind of famous. My man is on point with it, where it's like, in New York, they got a song called Off and On, him and his partner. And if you play this song in a party today, right now, everybody gonna black out. I mean, they had a decent album. They had another song called Valley of the Skins. But I remember him from being on a TV show called Cut with your man. With what's the dude name? Who
was on that? Was Marcus Houston?
Marcus Houston. Yeah, you know what? Houston, yes, he was funny as hell on there. That show was funny. But because I'm watching it, I'm looking at him like, yo, that's my man from Trends of Culture right there. Yeah, and he was very good on that show.
Yeah, I'll definitely tell him. But yeah, he's
tell him. I don't know if you guys tell him. Just tell him, dude from Artifact said, "What's up?"
Yo, I talked about when I came out. I was out LA.
He's so talented.
And he's very dope.
Cause I got to hang with. I was just out in LA. I got to hang with Tyre, and he called in when I was out there, and I got to rap to him for a second.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I thought you were coming, but I didn't know when you got here.
Were you just in Maryland at the Merriweather performing at a jazz festival?
Yeah, I was in Maryland for the Capitol Jazz Festival.
I didn't know you was on. I said, no, I was in Pittsburgh.
So wait. Are you in Maryland?
Yeah, I'm in Baltimore. Yeah. Yep. But Vicky told me, did everybody come down?
No. because of COVID, when they started talking about the Delta variant and this, that, everyone was a little like nervous to come.
Yeah.
Because of COVID.
No doubt. It's still real, cuz you got to be on point. Still real. Well, hey, this is what I want to ask you. When is the biopic biography coming out? Your daughter's gonna play you know what I mean? So when is that movie coming out? When can we see that, like on OWN or something?
I would love that. I actually had a meeting one time because I love the way they did New Edition's life story. Mm-hmm. And I actually had a meeting about it, and it went really good. But I gotta just do like a follow-up meeting and say, hey, but I would love to definitely do a story for sure.
Great story, because I mean, again, I was privileged enough to see it since you were little, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a great story whenever you jump on it. And also, you got your hustle on too, because you got products. I got about 5-6 things of lipstick helping my wife.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you got the one. You still got the onesies, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna I'm revamping everything. So for the holidays, I'm gonna get the onesies going again and get the lipsticks going. Right now, I'm kind of like getting everything ready for the holidays, so I kind of put everything on hold for a second. But that's because I'm revamping the lipsticks and the onesies. So I'll have that back, up and going again. So for the holidays.
Well, hey, that stuff is dope, and we definitely my wife, daughter, gonna have a onesie. That's the shit at. But yo,
I'll send you one.
You hear the sound. That means the second quarter is over, and we are going to halftime. Now with halftime, since it's football season, I'm not gonna football you to death, but since it's since it's football season,
I'm so bad with football.
It's okay, because look, check it out. I'm going to be betting all type of money on stuff that you pick. I got $10,000 right back on the desk that you can't see it. So whatever you pick, I'm gonna take that $10K, go down to the Baltimore Shore, put it all on that. So yo, the NFL. Turn that off. The NFL, this week we got the Steelers going to Green Bay to play Aaron Rodgers. So are you going with the Steelers, cuz, or are you going with Aaron Rodgers?
I'm going with the Steelers.
Okay.
You gotta go with the squad. You gotta go with the squad. You gotta go with him. Even if he ain't doing bad, you gotta rock with him.
Oh man, who you picking, Sensei?
I'm smart. Hey, you know what's funny though? I'm gonna tell you this, and I did this like last week. I got your man Jalen Hurts as my quarterback, right?
Okay.
But I ain't had no backup, and I went and I picked Big Ben. I put him on the bench.
Yeah.
So this one game, I'm looking at him, and I'm like, you know what? This week, I don't know if I should play him. I put him on the bench. I kept him there, and yeah, I kept him on the bench for this week too, because I was like, yo, I know Ben. I feel like he can do it, but like I watched him play, and I'm like, wow, my man look like old now.
He looks bad
and look real big and chunky in that backfield. So I'm going with Aaron because I still have hope in y'all defense, but Aaron gonna light y'all up.
Yeah, okay, got you. Well, another thing. Go ahead.
What's going on with the Cowboys? Because that's Flex's favorite team in the whole world.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. They doing good right now. Don't say nothing. He's gonna be smiling. He's gonna be smiling if you say that to him.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Tom Brady and Gronk from Tampa Bay are going back to play Belichick. I'm thinking Tom Brady and them's gonna go back to New England and blow them out. What do you think, Shanice?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Right. But no, for real, you know Tom Brady, right?
You gotta set it up for it first. Okay, so look, New England Patriots. Tom Brady used to play for them. Tom Brady played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now, and they play his old team this week. Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the world. So
his name. That's why I said I'm going for Tom Brady because I definitely know this.
And we got one more because we like to do a college pick, and we're going with.
Shoot!
You're in trouble on this one. I'm in trouble.
So bad. If this was a basketball question, I'd probably do a little bit better.
This is way out there. We got the number 17 in the country, Cincinnati Bearcats, playing Notre Dame Saturday.
Yeah, Notre Dame won it last week on there too. Did they win last week?
Notre Dame? Yeah, they won, man. Yeah.
See, now they're gonna win. What they rank?
Man, hold on, man. We're gonna get this right, man, because I'm nervous about this game because, again, I want my Bearcats to, oh, man.
And Notre Dame always play on TV, so it's not fair.
Number 9. Notre Dame's 9, Cincinnati 7.
Well, I'm saying Cincinnati play, so I'll go with the Bearcats.
We're going with the Bearcats. And Shanice, I know you're going with Cincinnati because that's no doubt. So I'm gonna take that money. So y'all heard the pick Shanice made, so I'm about to take this $10K down to the goons in Baltimore, put the party on, and we gonna double up.
Don't put it on me. Don't put it on me.
I'm like, oh Lord Jesus.
Hey, you hear the sound? That means halftime is over, and we are going into the third quarter. Now, check this out. I'm a homeowner, a husband, so I spend a lot of time in the grocery store, grocery shopping. I go to Home Depot, Walmart, and it seems like every time I walk in one of these buildings, as soon as I walk in, it's like they know I walk in because I hear I be shopping. All the time, cuz. So you know what I mean? You got a hit, right? You got a legit, solid lifetime aliens. Yeah, yeah. So they're gonna be playing your music on Mars when they figure out how to get to Mars. They're gonna be playing at the Target on Mars. You know what I mean? So how does it feel to have a hits? How does that feel?
You know what? I still, like, if I hear my song on the radio or if I go into a market and the song plays, like, it feels like the first time to me. Like, I still get excited. I'm so thankful. I didn't expect it. Like, when the label told me that I Love Your Smile was going to be the first single, you know, back then, I told them no. I said, no, this is the wrong first single. And I'm so glad they didn't listen to me because I was so wrong. But I felt like, because at the time I used to listen to a lot of rap music, and I felt like, I said, you know, are people going to think I'm corny? And is it too happy? Is it, you know, and I was so scared and I cried and I said, this is the wrong first single. And I asked the head of the label, Joe Busby at the time, rest in peace. I said, no, I said, you cannot release this first. It's the wrong first single. And he said, I'm not changing it, I'm releasing it, and that's that. Like, he would not change the single. And then they put it out, and literally, like, overnight, it was like #1 in so many countries, all over the world. And here in the States, it was #1 on the R&B chart, #2 on the pop charts, and it did really well. I was nominated for a Grammy. I'm still in shock to this day. And then Chris Brown.
Talk that talk.
And then Chris Brown sang for this. So.
And look, that day you found out. Let me just sing and let them do their job.
Yeah, well, I co-wrote the song, but after we did it, I was like, man, is it too happy? I was like, are people gonna think I'm corny? Is it too happy? Because I do smile a lot, and the reason I came up with the title because when I was in school, kids would tease me and say, you smile, why are you always smiling? You smile too much. So when I was working with Michael Walden, he told me, he said, write down a whole bunch of titles for just like just come up with some titles for songs. And I came up with I Love Your Smile. And he got me when I sat next to him by the piano and he started singing melodies, and then it happens.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It broke up a little bit, but I got it. I got it.
No worries.
No.
I'll confess right now, my joint is for you. I play that still to this day. I play it for people who may have not heard it before. You know,
it was on the Meteor soundtrack.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a jam!
You don't even know, Sam. I'm about to come to your house and shoot.
That's the jam. The Meteor Man, the jam.
You know, I reached out to Robert Townsend because a lot of people ask me, like, it's not, you can't, I mean, I think it's on, it might be on YouTube or something like that, but people you can't download it. And I reached out to
them. It's the one with the original video, but it's one with just your picture, the black and white picture, and
Right.
and I think
That's the only way people can. So I said to Robert Townsend, I said, who do we talk to? Because people are always asking me, like, how come your song, how come It's For You's not, you know, people can't download it? So he said, we would have to talk to the label. So I'm actually right now trying to figure out how we can get It's For You out there so people can download it again.
They like get that on iTunes right now. They're gonna be purchasing that. I'll be right in line too.
Oh, thank you.
One thing are doing that.
I co-wrote that song with two of the guys from the group Portrait.
Oh, I remember.
Wow, yeah, I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah, Eric and Michelangelo.
You ever thought of doing it over and releasing it? Like that's what people are doing now.
Remix. Hey, you know what? That's what everybody's doing right now.
Yeah.
Even if they don't own the master, they're like, "Word, I don't own it, man. I'll do it over."
Yeah, because there's a statute of limitation. So after a certain period, you can hire new musicians to play it over,
to replay it and put it back out. Yeah, that would be great.
Mm-hmm. Or live.
I'm actually I stay in contact with Michelangelo and he did the track, so we could definitely, you know, redo it.
Oh, new remix version and everything. Trust me. Me and my man shot a video for one of our songs from our second album. Now came out in '96. We put that video out 2 years ago. People were like, damn, y'all made a new video for an old song. I was like, why not?
Yeah. I was thinking like it would be cool to take some of my favorite songs that I've recorded back in the day and like put it all together in one album and like re-sing it. Just like what you're saying, but do it with like a whole album. Would be
right. Let HBO do it. Straight
yes.
Up. So how many young girls have you met with the name Shanice? Because I met one in Lowe's a few weeks ago.
I know one too. I ain't gonna lie.
I get that a lot. Like I'll see online people will say, I named my daughter after you, or people will say, my mom named me after you. One time I was at the airport and I went to this restaurant in the airport and there was two girls. I kid you not. I was like, this is crazy. There were two girls named Shanice worked in this restaurant.
Wow.
And both of their moms said they named them after me. So I was like, oh my gosh. So it's funny because when I was a kid, I didn't know any other, like I never heard the name Shanice. So I used to feel sad because I wanted a name that everyone, like that most people had, and people would ask me my name and I would say, they said, what's your name? And I would lie and say my name was Candace because I didn't want my name to be Shanice. But now, like I definitely appreciate my name for sure.
Dope name. I remember you came to DC a few years back to get a show and you killed it. It was with the band.
I remember, and then you got some of the lipsticks.
Yeah, no doubt for my wife. Not for me, for my wife.
For your wife. For your wife.
Yeah, we know not for you.
Yeah.
Not for you. For your wife.
Yeah, to make that clear. He's like, pause.
Yeah, pause button on that one. But and I remember you said something. You was like, I left Pittsburgh because I saw the whole story from the beginning, yo. You left Pittsburgh and then in a Greyhound and came back in a limo. I remember you said that at the show. You know what I mean? And I remember when you came back in the limo because I got it on VHS tape from my dad. And I remember it was on like the KDKA or something. I don't know. I got to look at this. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that VHS tape and I'm going to dump it all into like a MP4 file.
For the Greyhound, but I didn't come back in a limo.
There was a limo that went up to the Burns house. I remember that.
Maybe like maybe the label. You know what? The label probably had a limo to take me to.
Because I remember that vividly. Yeah. My dad was showing me that. Like I said, you rolled up the hill in the limo. I think you were sticking your head outside.
Wow!
Yeah, gangster.
She was styling on him.
Hey, and that's the thing about it, 60 Shawnees. That's one thing about it is that you're actually living this. So us on the outside, we were watching it, paying attention to it, because again, there's not anybody out there that has your story. You know what I mean? Like you're original. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of times, you know, with me in this music industry, I'm doing underground rap music, but it's the fact that I saw you do the stuff. Like I said, okay, wait a minute. Well, Shanice did that. Maybe I can try to do something. You know what I mean? So yeah, no doubt. No, but that's real. That's real deal. The fact of seeing you do this music stuff. It's like that's what they say about little kids. They need to see black teachers. So when they go to class and see a black, they know a black man can be a teacher. So it's the same thing. I saw you do this music, and it just gave me a confidence. Not saying whatever, but it's just the fact that, okay, Shanice did it. Okay, maybe I can do something what she did and do it myself. So I took a lot from you, cuz like a whole
I appreciate. Thank you.
You don't know because again, you're living it and you don't know what's going on, but people are paying attention to. They've been paying attention to you since you were a little kid, and I've been paying attention too. And you know what I mean? Very inspiring. Definitely, you inspired me a lot with my musical journey, and I thank you.
Thank you. You're gonna make me cry.
Can we cry on Sensei Sports?
Yeah, man, come on, bro. Let him out. Let him out. Cheers all day. Let's go.
All right, that's the end of the third quarter. Now we're going to the fourth quarter, and I just want to ask you something. I'm glad. One thing I want to do with this platform is have black women on here. You know, I don't want to just be a bunch of male rappers, B-boy, rap. I don't want to be that. I want to have women voices, educate us about women. You know what I mean? So I wanted to ask you a question that's very broad, is that how do you feel about men and women's business?
Men in women's business.
From people telling women they can't get an abortion. It's a room full of men, white men, in the room saying women cannot get abortions. It's men on Twitter saying her body don't look good. You know you shouldn't do that. You know, you shouldn't wear your hair like
that. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just men. Women are out here trying to live their best life.
I think it's always been harder for us. Like, you know, I feel like men shouldn't be so hard on us. Even to, I know this sounds crazy, but it's so like it's so hard on us to the point where like even like our parents, like, you know, I feel like we have to be so perfect. We have to keep our nails done and try to stay in shape and try to look a certain way and try to, you know, and guys like they can come out and, you know, maybe not be in shape and maybe it's not, and it's always been, I don't know why, but it's always been easier for guys than for girls. Even me, like, I want to say this, when I was signed to the label in 99, when I got pregnant with my daughter, actually 2000, I lost my deal because I was pregnant.
Wow.
That's why I lost my deal. I was 5 months pregnant, and I get a phone call from someone saying, he was my A&R guy at the time. He said, the label wants you to just be a mom for a while. And I was like, no one's gonna see me. I'm working on I'll be in the studio. I'm already 5 months. I only have 4 more months to go. And, you know, and I literally got dropped when I was 5 months pregnant. And so it's just a trip. So being a female and you couldn't, you know, if you had a boyfriend or you have to hide your relationships and you can't be, if you're pregnant, you're not going to be considered beautiful anymore. Or like, I've gone through a lot. And like when guys have kids, they don't lose their deals, and you know, so it is harder. It is a lot harder for women, and I wish guys would just ease up on us. I think, I hope I gave you an answer.
I think women, and I would say more because they have a more of a platform now with a lot of this online. I think if women was to do that to men, where in a public forum, we would be real quick to complain, because men always cry about how they feel like black women always give us a hard time with they don't have a job, and you know, it's like, but you're right, where like, you know, dudes have kids and you just hear about them having 5 and 6 baby mamas, and nobody really think nothing of it, in a sense, whereas like they conversate about it. You know, it's almost, not say it's celebrated, but it's almost like, you know, it's not a big deal, but it is. Some of these dudes got 13, 14 kids running around on this earth and not able to take care of none of them, but yet They still get a record deal. They still get football and basketball contracts, and no one, and it just goes on. And you know, it's not fair, you know, in a big scheme of things, because you know we don't see no loss from none of the things that a man when it comes to that. But for a woman, it's like everything thrown at an arsenal. In Sands, I knew what you was getting at, you know, as far as these laws right now. You know, I really feel like no man at all should tell a woman what to do with their body, because right, because like half the time we're in the bed with them, you know, we're helping this situation happen, and it falls on the woman's side, you know, to do everything, and men don't step up to the plate when it comes to that. So it's always the woman by herself.
I just don't understand why you would care. Like if it's not your woman.
Word, right.
And guess what? I'm married. I've been married 18 years, and I don't got no say over nothing. My wife. It's like
you do this and that.
Yeah, like why would you, bruh? I keep my mouth shut, man, when it comes to women. I mean, just like let them live, man. We have our men's club, but there's a lot of stuff that I just don't understand about a woman. And anatomy and all that, and I'm happy with it. I got a 12-year-old daughter right now, about to be 13. I don't know what's going on, but my wife is holding it down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, because that's not to sound chauvinistic or misogynistic, but you know, if you can have a household where there's a man and a woman there, then some things are women's business where they can handle, you know, they want their privacy. Women can handle that and don't need no man in there mansplaining, picking around, telling a woman how to do something a woman already know how to do. I ain't about to do that. That's cool. Again, I want to have more topics on making us or people who listen better listeners to women and just
understanding.
Yeah, bro, gotta do that. So hopefully, you know, I want to get more black women. Hopefully get Rod Digger or somebody. I want to get more black women on this platform to get their voice popping. Because honestly, for me, I believe black women are going to be the leaders of this new world, this new society that we're coming in. I mean, they're getting a degree, getting the jobs, they're starting businesses. They're black women.
I want that.
Yeah, me too, bro.
You know why I want that? Because I know no woman is going to do half of the things that these dudes be doing in these governmental positions and thinking that they do, like they own the position. No, we put you there. Put a woman there is like putting a chef to work. She's gonna make sure all that food gonna taste good. It's gonna be good for you. Let me handle it just like women handle all the things that's important, and everything will be all right. We had a lot of men running a lot of shit that then went wrong.
Things are changing now. I mean, look, Kamala Harris is in there. So I think definitely there's definitely a major change, which is really good. It's really cool to see.
Awesome. Hey, that was a great conversation. That's the end of the fourth quarter. The game is over, cuz. You did a great job. We played basketball. You
did
you made it through the whole game.
But tell her stats. Tell her stats, Jay.
Check it out. You ran the ball well. You had like 200 yards rushing. You had 5 receptions. You hit about 3 3-pointers. You hit about 8 home runs. You did a great job on Sensei on Sports. Made it all the way through. Now, on the outro, I'm gonna do my outro first, you know what I mean? Then we can go to it. I just wanna say RIP to my pops, man. It's been like 22 years since my pops been gone. So
it's been 22 years.
Yeah,
wow.
1999. So yeah, Jimmy Sanders, Big Jimmy.
Yay.
No doubt.
Big
Jimmy. Sensei, what you got?
Wow. Bro? I know he is proud of you. And
he's proud of me.
Now.
Check it out. He's proud of me, and that's a fit at. That's a whole factory. He's proud of. He looks down, see me and you. He's definitely happy about that.
Yes.
You got Sensei?
Man, it's Friday. We alive. I like that part of it. Like I said, Solomon Cage's album is out. You know, it's something I can really actually talk about because the Artifacts album is like in the damn shelf land. I don't know what's going on still. Vinyl pressing is taking mad long in Europe. My Wow hit me up today, like, yo, like, what's going on? I don't know. So everybody that knows, we've been talking about this for like months and weeks now. This record is still coming. But in the meantime, check out the song Solomon Cage and Jay Palumbo, Elder Sensei. I'm about to reschedule my little fantasy ESPN team. I got to probably put another quarterback in. So, yeah. Jalen Hurts, you better do good this week. I'm taking you out.
But, yeah, I'm getting the same thing with the vinyl question because I got some vinyl that's sitting in the warehouse and they haven't shipped it to me. Like vinyl is crazy right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Shanice. Anyway, can you?
I'm gonna get his new record. So as soon as we log on, I'm gonna download his.
I'll give him all the information that you need to have to get it. It's a fun record. It's a fun record. Nobody died.
So Shanice, can you please just let us know your Instagram, what you got coming? We talked about some of the stuff you got coming up, but just like kind of wrap it up. Let us know what to look forward to with you in the next few years or whatever.
Yeah. My Instagram is Shanice Online, Twitter Shanice Online, Facebook Shanice Wilson. TikTok is Shanice Online _ I'm about to remove the underscore because I don't want to make it so confused. I want everything to kind of be the same.
Yeah.
So that's how you can reach me. And I'm working on new music. I have some stuff I can't talk about, but I'm definitely coming back to TV. I'm going to be doing more television. I'm excited about that. And I am about to do like a Christmas EP. So I'm going to work on that and have that out before the holidays. So.
Have you ever done a Christmas ad?
I've never in my entire career, I've never done a Christmas album.
Yeah, get that under.
Yeah, you get that. You'll win with that all day.
You gonna win with that every Christmas. Ching, 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 ching. You gonna win. So,
I would love that.
every Christmas. Well, hey, check this out. I want to thank you for taking the time to kick it with me. I've been waiting for this, and
thank you
what I thought it was going to be. Definitely. So, I'm Jay Stan. That's Elder Sensei. That's Shanice Wilson. This is Sensei on Sports, and we're out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all.